I will similarly execute you without hesitation.
So says every one of your psychological evaluations, Captain Bracker.
He's not only survived, but he's moved up. And to do that with serving under Scorpius and Commandant Grazer, that's no small mean feat. You've got to admire that. You may not like him, but you've got to admire that. I think his perception of having a lady boss would be there'd be a few scattered cushions around, and maybe the Aurora would have, Lady Aurora. A few feminine touches. But yeah, she's a Black Widow.
What is that?
An explanation would be pointless. You'd retain no memory of it. Screeth. Can you hear me? It's Grazer. Report.
I hear you.
He becomes her stooge, which is very undignified. And Bracker is full of hubris. And, to be... Not even to be sexually molested at work, to be mock sexually molested. That's even worse.
Mum!
Captain, that was the best ever. You continue to amaze me.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Very demeaning. But necessary, so... Which is more important?
Closer. Closer. Down. On your knees.
Power is an ultimate aphrodisiac.
Are there any other vessels
You know.
near the planet?
And her scratch and sniff is getting him off guard. And so those repressed emotions and desires are in real danger of surfacing. There's no room for vulnerability. That's dangerous.
Bracker, does it bother you what has happened to Scorpius?
No.
We won't need a squadron. We'll go to the planet together. You and me, 3 marauders, 20 soldiers.
Why?
I always assumed John Crichton was just an outlaw. An excuse for Scorpius' mistakes. But he destroyed a command carrier. The Scarans desire him. Perhaps, somehow, I can use him. Perhaps Scorpius' enemy will be my friend.
I tell you one interesting thing. I was watching season 4, I think, and there was all this kooky stuff at the first couple of episodes that I didn't understand. And then Erin came back, and I was watching the episode because I was in it. And I was mesmerised by the storytelling. I thought, wow, I'm a part of this. Woo.
Sir.
Inch bracelets. Put one on Bracker. Cardago. If you will.
What does it do?
This gets you on board my ship.
Put it on.
Bracker, pay homage to the Dominar.
What?
I invite you, Dominar, to attack the lieutenant.
I have no quarrel with him.
Humour me.
The bazaar became another day at the office. You'd always be in these extraordinary, incomprehensible situations, and you had to come up with a truth that was worthy of everyone else's commitment to the show. And as an actor, that was a dream to do. And also, I think something that flavoured the show is that we shot it in Australia, and I think our Australian sensibility came to influence the style of the show. Not only in the sense, not only from the fact that you've got very experienced actors that haven't been seen before. But I think the Australian sensibility, our sense of irony, we have a slightly different take on things that added to Crichton being in another world. He was the American and we were all the aliens, and I think that was a fascinating... I think it would have been a different flavoured show if it had been shot in America. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Lieutenant Brecker, I predicted your rise in this organization. I stand by that prediction. You are a consummate peacekeeper.
I went to work in an industrial estate in Homebush, and I'd heard that the show had touched a lot of, had connected with a lot of people, but I didn't really have any idea. The people that seem to watch the show are not what I expected a fan to be. It's really not. And most of the people are, I'm not going to say run of the mill, because to watch Farscape you have to have a slight edge to you, but you've got this doctors, lawyers, much more intelligent people than me following the show, and it's been a community base too that I had no idea. It's been fascinating to see that Farscape has been a starting point for these disparate people to actually come together, and that has been their starting point for their interest. It's been the show, and then friendships, relationships form, for God's sake. Sometimes things that go on after hours here at conventions, you poof, whoa.
Wherever this Earth is, the journey there is obviously impractical without wormhole travel. And only Crichton can command that.
Then our best alternative is to seize him, learn what we can from him, then execute him.
It's so weird when you work on... because you go to work. And you know it's special, but you're going to work, and you just... when you see it and everything's all come together, it's still astounds me.
Does Grazer know you're my spy?
No. But she'll figure it out when she discovers you're alive.
She must never find that out.
We've got to stop her. She's organizing a peace initiative with the Scarrans.
They're using her. They'll agree to everything, then betray us when their forces are battle ready.
What shall I do?
Stall her, Bracker. I'm not given to exaggeration, but the future of Peacekeeper survival depends on you.